If you're following Depp vs. Heard, you probably know Johnny Depp has won the case. Now, we've got a statement from Amber Heard about what happened. And the thing is this, right off the bat, I gotta say, an important thing in life is to admit when you're wrong. It's to admit when you've been proven to have made a mistake. And Amber never does that. There's no apology. There's nothing. It's just going to be, well, bad verdict. I was right. I had the evidence. Then the narrative about how she's a victim. So let's see what she says here. And by the way, I got to say, I've got this temptation to go a little bit easier on her because now Johnny has actually won. We don't need to fight as hard about getting the truth out and things like that. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to say what needs to be said, of course, but my point is, going to chill out for a little bit in certain ways. Having said that, let's see what she says. The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up against disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. Where was the evidence? Okay, when she says things like that, it's actually hard to keep my word and go easy on her. Where was the evidence? That's what we've been saying for 4 years. 5 years for some people, I think now. Where was the evidence? You and your sister saying a few things about Johnny was the mountains of evidence? That was you saying a few things. Committing perjury nonetheless on the stand. That was you lying on the stand. That's evidence? All right, I guess what I just said in the beginning of the video here isn't going to work so well. Let's keep reading. I'm more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. What the F-U-C-K are you talking about? You're absolutely free to say anything you want. In that op-ed in the Washington Post, you were 100 effing percent free to say that. But that has consequences. You can say anything freely. You could walk up to anybody in the street, to any politician, any doctor, any scientist, anybody, and say anything. But what you say has consequences. Nobody attacked anybody's right to the freedom of speech. This is complete gaslighting, and I gotta say once again, I'm pretty disgusted, surprised, and I was wrong about what I said in the opening of this video. So apparently, it got about 82,000 likes in the first 4 hours, which is fantastic, but you know what? You gotta assume there's so many eyes in this case right now. Out of the billions of people, I think billions watching at this point, at least maybe 1 or 2 billion, because TikTok got billions of engagements on the videos, let's just probably assume that there's going to be a small portion of people on Amber's side still. And of course, it's one-sided, right? It's like all about women. Of course, women are important, but men exist too. We're like half of the species. So is it okay for something to be positive for men for once in history on this level? Especially when you're a criminal? Let's take the abuse out of the picture. Let's not even talk about the abuse and talk about Amber Heard for a second. She's got a DUI. She committed perjury in Australia. She videotaped Johnny Depp in his residence against California law. She lied on the stand in the US and in the UK. She also stiffed an artist for some money for some hats or something. She lied on television. So even without thinking about the abuse that she committed to Johnny, the physical abuse, she's done a lot of things that ain't so great. But yet, she always has to play the victim. And I say we're in a time now where the general feeling, like it's been in America and around the world for common sense thinking countries, innocent until proven guilty. Period. All right, I can't believe I said that in the beginning. I really woke up and I was like, all right, I could finally go a little easier on Amber because, she's really down and out right now. She's losing millions of dollars. She's probably lost her career. Let's not kick someone while they're down. But when you say stuff like this, well, how can I react? It's completely false. It's ridiculous. And it really sets a bad precedence for people, younger people watching who need to learn things have to go through the courts and you can't make assumptions based on allegations alone and bruise kits and fake photos and stuff like that. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, Death First Heard, celebrity news, pop culture. If you don't subscribe here, well, I guess it'll be sad. But I'll get over it. Make a new video, something like that. See you next time.